A society is defined not only by what it creates, but what it refuses to destroy. I, Dr. Pooja Dikshit, an empathetic educator, wishes you a very happy World Environment Day. Today, we are celebrating World Environment Day across the world, but it is imperative that we reflect upon our responsibility towards our planet Earth. The environment challenges that we face today demand urgent action from each one of us. Our beautiful planet is in dire need of our care and attention. We need to move beyond the idea of environment and fall back in love with Mother Earth. High-tech tomatoes, nutritious milk, super squash. Are we supposed to eat this stuff? Or is it going to eat us? It's a big question for today's fast-moving life. In a world where consumerism and materialism often drive our action, it is a time to embrace a minimalistic approach towards our lifestyle. Minimalism is about simplifying our life, reducing our consumption, and focusing on what truly matters. It is a way of living that promotes sustainability and offers a deep connection with the environment. So, now, why I am talking about minimalism? Because it is the need of the hour to save our planet, to take care of our environment. We have to go for this. This is one of the steps we can take to protect our environment. Now, I will be highlighting on the key principle which focuses on minimum use of the resources. First, when we are following the minimalism, it encourages a conscious effort or a mindful approach for consumption. It urges us to question our needs versus our wants. We have needs, roti, kapra, and makan, but our wants are unlimited. So we have to put a restriction over that. By reducing our desire for unnecessary material possessions, we can reduce the strain on our planet resources. This means buying less, reusing, repurposing what we have, and choosing a product with minimal environment impact. Secondly, minimalism promotes decluttering and simplify our life. We need to declutter. We need to focus on decluttering the spaces, the physical spaces. And by reducing the clutter in our physical space, we not only create a peaceful environment, but also consume fewer resources in the process. Here, I would like to mention an example. When you clean your wardrobe, take out the clothes which is not at all being used, you can give it to someone who can use it. So this is how you can recycle that. Thirdly, minimalism emphasizes the importance of investing in experience rather than the material possession. Instead of constantly seeking happiness in the accumulation of the thing, we can find joy in exploring nature, spending time with loved ones, and engaging in activities. Here, it doesn't mean that we should not go for shopping, but we should go shopping with a wise mind. We have to work for nurturing our well being. So, by prioritizing experiences over things, we reduce our ecological footprint and develop a deep appreciation for the natural world around us. So, minimalism encourages us to embrace sustainable practices, from adopting renewable energy sources to practicing zero waste. There are numerous ways we can minimize our impact on the environment, whether it is through composting, reducing our water consumption, or supporting local or eco-friendly business. Every single step counts. So now, why on this World Environment Day we are talking about minimalism? Because it has so much of benefit for the environment. First, when we declutter, we reduce waste. Because by donating or recycling it, we lessen the stuff which ends up. When we buy less, we are moving away from the fast fashion by buying habits. So this is how we can put a restriction. Then it also promotes a circular economy. Now, what do you mean by circular economy? Circular economy is an economy in which resources are used and reused instead of discarded. By donating our unwanted clutter to needy person, as I just mentioned earlier, we are reducing the amount of new stuff we need to buy. Then we can preserve our natural resources. By living with a less clutter, we are helping to preserve the earth resources. So by consuming less, we are positively impacting the environment. By using natural resources, today we can help ensure that there will be enough resources for the future generation. Third, lower carbon footprints. Minimalism had led to the lower carbon footprint because here again, when we are focusing on, then we, for example, when we have to go 2 kilometers, we should not use a car, we should go by walking. This will help us for making our healthy style and help us in minimizing the resources. This means that fewer emission, less air pollution, and have a smaller environment impact. Then reducing noise pollution. This is again when we drive less, the noise pollution will be less. Third, consumable consciousness. This minimalism have raises awareness of what we consume, how to consume, what to consume. When you start living with less, you naturally become more conscious of your consumption habits and their impact on the environment. Next, quality over quantity. When we start living a minimally life, you naturally gravitate towards higher quality items. For example, the organic food that will last longer. This leads to less waste in the long run and a smaller environmental impact. Very important point that we will have more free time. When we declutter, your life will get rid of needless belonging. For example, right now I have seen that in earlier the walls of the houses were very much with the different paintings, and the entire wall was covered by the different frames. But now if you go to someone's house, you will find that the wall, they would like to keep their wall cleaner. So that will help them because again the resources, we all have that kind of a wealth that we can buy anything, but that buying has to be very wisely done. Then smaller homes use less energy. For example, if you have a bigger house, all the electronic items will electrical things will be work, so higher energy. So if we focus on a house which fulfills our requirement, that is important because again too much space will help increase the resources. Ditch the tax. This means minimalism has the potential to reduce our reliance on technology. So maybe it's time to break away from that constant need for the latest phone or a tablet. We should not focus it. We should buy an iPhone. If your phone is working in condition, we should go for that only. So by talking about minimalism or by being taking a side of this or advocating this, it doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice your comfort or deprive yourself from anything which you wanted to enjoy. It is about making a conscious choices that prioritize the well-being of our planet and future generation. And by embracing minimalism, we build a more sustainable, resilient, and harmonious world. At the last, I would like to figure that we have to be eco-friendly minimalistic. Now, eco-friendly living focuses on reducing your impact on the environment through sustainable action and choices, while minimalistic living is more about reducing clutter and living with less. And these two things go hand in hand. So they both strive towards a more sustainable lifestyle. Now, when we combine the two, you get something we refer to as eco-minimalism, a new term which has come up and which should be a lifestyle for us. Now, I will be sharing some ideas where we can start our eco-minimalism journey. First, own your own identity or style. Don't stress over the level. Whatever clothes you feel like, if you wanted to go for the textile, if you wanted to go for the khadis, go for that. Don't go with the style. Don't go with the fashion industry. Second, set yourself a buy nothing challenge. When you spend nothing on a new item for a certain period, you have to put your mind to this. You have to put your mind to for the challenge. And then when you achieve the challenge, that sense of happiness, the sense of achievement you will get. Third, if you do not have to buy something, integrate the retailer. Ask the thing how it was made, where it was made, what was the packaging date, and how will it go for long. Then use local services to repair rather than a replace. For example, our mixer grinder is not working. So we should first go for a local services to repair it. If it is not, then we should go for the buy. So this is how we have to be very wise in our action. Use your spare time to volunteer in your local community. For example, if you have a skill of mending thing or of sewing anything, you should go, you should help anyone who is in this that particular field. So this is how you will be using those things. You will be making them convert into the more usable item. Now, with this minimalism, we can think of unfolding a better world. Here I would like to take an example that how Alia Bhatt has taken an initiative with her friend Masaba Gupta to create an upcycled dress to raise awareness about sustainable fashion and all the global 17th SDG goal. She is on a mission and she is giving challenge to herself every time and to other also. So the earth is our greatest gift that keep us giving to protect and restore on our earth. We all have to take an action, promote sustainable use of our ecosystem, prevent biodiversity is the only key for our own survival. So on this World Environment Day, let us commit to incorporate minimalistic principle into our life. Do your little bit of good wherever you are. It is those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. Let us spread awareness, inspire others, and take action. Together, we can create a profound positive change and ensure a healthier and a more vibrant future for all. Thank you so much for listening to me and happy World Environment Day to each one of you. Thank you.